The following video documents the 2010 reenactment of the Battle of Aiken, which saved Aiken, South Carolina and Augusta, Georgia from being destroyed by Sherman's forces at the end of the war between the states. As you watch the footage here, here's a little bit of the history of the battle. General Wheeler was hailed as savior by the citizens of Aiken, the governor of South Carolina, and by General D.H. Hill. If not defended against, General Kilpatrick would have undoubtedly destroyed Aiken and the Graniteville mills. Although it's clear that General Sherman didn't care about Augusta, General Kilpatrick was rash and was looking for the opportunity to advance his career. If not contested, General Kilpatrick would possibly have destroyed the railroad as far as Hamburg. Very possibly would have shelled the Confederate powder works in Augusta from his side of the river, or even may have made a dash into the city if he found it lightly defended. If bluffed, the Confederates may have even destroyed Augusta to keep it from falling into Union hands. Coming at the end of the war in the midst of the Confederate defeat, the Battle of Aiken makes few of the standard histories of the war. The Confederate victory is, however, crucial to the local history of the region because the victory prevented the destruction of the local capital and economy. This helped the region to withstand the Reconstruction period better than more devastated areas of the South. Aiken County played a very important role in the history of South Carolina and Reconstruction. But there's a little bit of the history of the battle and the significance of it. To give you an idea of the cruelty of the Union invasion of the area, here's a story about a relative of mine, actually. As Kilpatrick's men moved towards Aiken, residents of the county realized that their worst fears were coming true. Mr. James Courtney determinedly extinguished 3 fires that Union cavalry had started to destroy his home. Each time Courtney extinguished a fire, the cavalry would restart it. After the 3rd time, the cavalry shot him in the leg to prevent him from saving his house. Mr. Courtney sent a request for a Union surgeon to come stop the flow of blood, but the surgeon refused to come. James Courtney slowly bled to death while his home burned in front of him. Courtney possibly was the first casualty in Aiken County. And here's another little story about the brutality and inhumanity that was heaped upon the people of Aiken by the United States military. Ramsey and Kelly Toole, brothers at home because they were too young to fight, had ropes placed around their necks and were threatened with hanging if they didn't reveal where their horses were hidden in the swamps. Their mother was forced to prepare dinner for the officers, only to see her dishes thrown against a tree when they were through. Even after this, a fire was started under the Toole house as they left, although Mrs. Toole was thankfully able to extinguish the blaze. If you have the chance to see it, the Battle of Aiken is definitely worth experiencing. 15,000 or more spectators come each year, and this year was a huge turnout, even more than that. Hundreds of reenactors participate in it. There's cannons, cavalry, all sorts of fun things to watch. So it's a great experience. It takes place over 3 days, the same time every year. It's a really nice celebration of one of the last significant Confederate victories of the war, and it's a lot of fun for children, so I highly recommend it.